I guess the last thing of the weekend, which will be live for, is Inoue back in action.
Yeah.
To be fair, I expect Inoue to win pretty comprehensively. I guess the question I have for Inoue is, what does Inoue have to do to become pound for pound? Like number one, like eclipse Usyk and Crawford. Because a few weeks ago, Eddie Hearn was saying take Inoue out of the pound for pound list.
Why?
Because Inoue, long story short, Eddie Hearn's got Ahmed Aliyev. Ahmed Aliyev has been mandatory for Inoue for like 3 or 2 years. Mm-hmm. And every single time Inoue keeps asking for extensions and exemptions. Extensions and exemptions. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to... Literally, he's literally said that like 3 times.
Yeah.
He's written to the WBA and said, I don't want this fight. By the way, Ahmed Aliyev is Bivol's sparring. Bivol's...
It's part of the camp.
They're part of the camp. Yeah. So he's like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Like, he's literally outwardly said it. He does not want that fight.
Has he given a reason?
No,
because he'll lose.
I don't even actually think he will lose, but I just don't know why he don't want the fight. He's literally 3 times roped to the WBA.
He's going to say he's got a Ukrainian great grandma somewhere, and he's a conscientious objector or something. He's going to put out the family tree.
I don't know what it is, bro, but he's literally come out and said he doesn't want the fight.
Yeah.
So because of that, Eddie Hearn was like, take him out the pound for pound list.
I don't think that. Yeah, I mean, listen, pound for pound is pure favoritism, innit? There's no logic behind it. It's just man's emotions. But at the end of the day, we've seen Canelo duck people for years and stay in the pound for pound list.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? So
this guy was promoting Canelo while he was ducking Benavidez and saying he's pound for pound number 1.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know what I mean? Bivol and Beterbiev we didn't see for a long time. Neither one of them was ducking the other one, but we just didn't see it.
Facts.
They didn't get taken out of the pound for pound list. AJ...
Tank!
Tank has signed with a promotional company that has the smallest roster of people at his weight class.
When they're about to get guys from other weight classes to fight.
Do you know what I mean? So like Tank is dodging everybody, and he stays in and around the pound for pound list. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, all the heavyweights went Wilder, AJ, and Fury. None of them cleared out a division. AJ probably came the closest, but none of them cleared out a division. And at different times, they've all occupied the pound for pound list.
Not Wilder.
In Wilder's early days, he did.
Nah. Pound for pound.
This is before Usyk was there. Man didn't know about Bivol and Beterbiev. Man didn't know about Usyk. Man didn't know 100%. There was a time in the early days when AJ was beating Charles Martin and he was beating not Brazil. He was beating Ortiz, and them kind of times he was in that conversation. 100%. This is before box. This is before Bivol, before Spencer Crawford, before all of this.
No, but Crawford.
Before all of this, man didn't have Crawford in the pound for pound top 5. It's like a lot of people, maybe deep boxing.
I don't.
This is revisionism. I promise you. At that time, that's what it was. Man was saying, "Oh, if you shrunk him down to middleweight, you'd knock everyone out." This was the chat. This was the chat.
I must have not been privy to that chat.
This is the chat. But I'm saying the pound for pound list has always had man that will duck different people.
Of course.
It doesn't look good. I don't like the look of that from Inoue. You know, we rate Inoue not just for his knockout power, but for the way that he moves in terms of his career. This is very out of character for you. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? For Tank, unfortunately, do you know what's jarring? Yeah, with Inoue and Tank and these kind of guys, like it's like, do you ever have youths at school that were always late?
Yeah, of course.
And then what happened?
You?
And then what happened was sometimes at school, if they went for like a whole half term and they weren't late, they'd get like a half day off or some type of school holiday or something. And you think, bruv, what about me? I'm never late. Why? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Why does he get special treatment?
Why does he get special treatment? Like, do you know what I mean? If I know someone that can't read and write and is a retard, and then they read and write a couple words, next thing everyone's sucking them off like there's something special. I was like, bro, this brother's an idiot. I've been able to read and write forever. Why do I not get this special? What's going on here? Do you know what I'm saying? And the same thing, like now, if Inoue ducks someone, it looks really bad for him. But Tank has built a career on ducking people. Yeah, it come to be expected. So man don't really judge him for that.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? But man will judge you harsher. Like if Usyk turned around and said, you know, Beterbiev's coming up to cruiserweight to fight him, and he says, "Nah, I don't want to fight him," or he didn't want to fight Joe Patai. So you look at Usyk like, "Rah, what's that all about?"
Facts. What would you want? What does Inoue have to do?
Inoue can never be in the level of Usyk and. So there's nothing.
So let me ask you a question: if Inoue fought Bam Bam Rodriguez, he couldn't.
No. Usyk's moved from cruiserweight to heavyweight and cleared out
2 divisions.
Cleared out a great cruiserweight division.
Facts.
And then cleared out a good,
Very
heavy,
good,
a very
very
good
good.
heavyweight division. There's nothing he can do to eclipse that.
So
That's just what
if
it is.
he beat Bam Bam Rodriguez and beat Tank, he wouldn't be in pound for pound. That wouldn't eclipse. He would have to go up.
It
He would have to go
wouldn't
up
eclipse.
2 weight classes.
It wouldn't
He'd have to go up 2 weight classes to fight.
2 weight classes when you're that size is very different to 2 weight classes when you're.
Wait, is it 2 weight classes or 3 weight? 126, 130, 135. 3 weight classes. But it would be only £10.
See, that's what it's not the same.
You think he could beat Tank?
It's so difficult. It is so difficult to no.
You don't think he could beat Tank?
No. One solid bang from Tank and the fight is potentially over.
Yeah.
Potentially. And I don't think that Inoue, one solid bang on Tank at the moment, stepping up, ends the fight.
You think, okay, that's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? I
That's
don't
true.
think if he clocks to his hardest punch, I don't think it is. He might need 3 or 4.
You think he beats Bam Bam Rodriguez?
They're so different.
Very.
No, but I could see.
Bam
I could
Bam
see a
is
soup,
smaller
I
than
could see a soup,
Inoue,
I
though.
could see a
Bam
re-
Bam is 1 weight class below Inoue, though, or 2 weight classes.
I could see a really entertaining fight though. That'd be a really entertaining fight.
Do you think he beats Nick Ball?
Yeah.
You think he beats Nick Ball?
Yeah.
I think he beats Nick Ball as well.
Yeah.
I think he beats Nick Ball.
Yeah.
Do
Nick Ball's style is too English.
Fairs. That actually might be his next fight. I'm hearing that actually might be his next fight.
Bro, if you're gonna just walk forward, head down, high guard, head down, walk forwards into Inoue, it's a long day for you. Nick Ball can't fight off the back foot.
Nope.
I think Inoue is better at fighting off the back foot. Inoue's come off the canvas to win. We haven't seen any of these things from Nick Ball. Like it's not just Inoue's knockout power. It's the whole experience that he has. Do you know what I'm saying? Inoue's cleaned out world champions. 3 like top tier world champions. Nick Ball ain't done these things. Nick Ball has not been in there with these types of levels of opponents. I mean, it's very.
You know, a fight. This is gonna get us. Me even saying this is gonna get the Japanese fans horny. But Nakatani versus Inoue in Japan, massive fight.
Yeah, I mean that's got to happen, innit?
At some stage.
That's got to happen because them Japanese man they don't travel well.
Yeah,
Japanese man. That's another reason that they don't really make it to this level, generally speaking, because they do not. East Asian fighters don't travel well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They tend to just fight like Thai fighters. People just stay over that
They
side.
stay over there. There's
fight.
such a big. We spoke about this already. There's such a big population over there.
And there's such a big like
Fighting
Inoue
culture.
is I think this is his first fight in years in
Vegas.
in outside of Japan.
Outside Japan, yeah.
My man made Fulton come over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Nonito Donaire obviously is already from Filipino, so but like you come to Japan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's
He's
how
the biggest star over there.
that and them man are selling. They're almost like the equivalent of us in the UK, maybe even bigger.
They're bigger.
I mean, in terms of boxing culture.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like you keep it real. Having
And there's only one. We have several stars.
facts.
But
But
they
then having
maybe got 3 stars.
But then that's what I'm saying. Having 2 around similar weight classes, a Nakatani versus a Inoue, similar weight classes, and they're both doing like right now. Some people are putting Nakatani in the top 10 pound for pound. I have them slightly outside, but just that spectacle as a fight itself for Japan,
Yeah.
that's a mad thing, bro.